Greetings, humans, greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran. That'd be the woods, people. That is where bears live. 7 out of 8 TikTok women, they would agree, rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. It is YouTube's #1 show by a bear. Yes, indeed, people. It's great to have all of you here with us here. Today, people. Well, I gotta say, let me back up for a second and put in a little bit of background here for just a second. First off, if you're a new subscriber or new viewer here, welcome. Thank you so much. We don't always do a watch along either of Rambo or of James Bond. But if you happen to check that out, we appreciate it very much. Hello, everybody. Hello. We had a very interesting thing happen on the last show. A little behind the scenes here. So normally, Bear will put out his watch-along video, and we'll get a good number of viewers, but not a whole lot. It's usually after the show ends, it starts to pick up, and usually we do this on a Saturday. So it'll go through Saturday evening. Sunday will be a big day, and it's always funny. You can literally tell when they get into the offices there in Palo Alto, or wherever Google is. And literally, right there at 7 a.m., maybe 8 a.m., you can literally see the button being pressed and Bear being shadow banned once again. You can literally see that happening in real time. This time around, it's a little bit different. We actually had a whole bunch of people watching it live, so thank you. Thank you so much. And then, of course, gosh, maybe a couple hours after the fact, the button gets pressed again for poor old Bear out here. We nearly got, I think we got a little over 500 last time Bear checked. Thank you all. But yeah, there's got to be some sort of filter out there. Somebody pushes a button, your viewer count is higher than it should be, and Google kind of comes in and kind of screws and throttles you back. Like, gosh dang it. And then, of course, Bear was uploading videos to the archive. If you haven't checked out the archive, go check it out. Uploading it to the archive. And always try to link to the channel here. So I always link, if it's Comics Bear, I'll link to the archive. If it's the archive, I'll link back to Comics Bear. The Comics Bear. So I was typing in the Comics Bear. So there's another Comics Bear out there, people. I know, and not the. There's only one the Comics Bear. But there is just Comics Bear out there. Running up on Bear's subscriber count as well. So if you get a chance, go check it out. See what it's all about. Bear hasn't checked it out, but I found out that there was another Comics Bear out there. There's only room for one, people. There's only room for one. So the other one is the real one, as Marc. Yes, apparently. No, it's like the Miami University. You gotta, it would be just like Miami University. That's the one in local Ohio or wherever the heck. No, it's the Miami University in the Miami. It's the Comics Bear. At YouTube, not quote unquote Comics Bear. I know that's the shortened version. It's actually the Comics Bear. Yes, indeed. So they must fight for our entertainment. I don't even know who it is, so I couldn't tell you. That might be funny. Just going and commenting on one of this person's videos. Hi, I'm the Comics Bear. What's up? I'll see you in the woods. See you in the woods. So. Anyways, had a great time the last time. James Bond watch along. Of course, there's a little bit of controversy out there whether or not there was actually another assassination attempt on Trump. Some people say yes, other people say no. We had that on the previous James Bond one, so it's kind of interesting to find out. For crying out loud, if we do another James Bond watch along, what's going to happen? So. I don't know, man. I don't know. I bet the other Comics Bear is just a man in a bear suit, says Peabody. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's definitely weird. I'm going to see Amy out here. Good to see Amy. Probably has an easier time with tape, which, speaking of which, thank you so much for reminding Bear, but we do actually have a box open to do here, people. Why did I put the... I was trying to center the frame there. So, the old cross. Anyways, so we'll be doing that un momento, people. Un momento. But I wanted to get into it here with you good folks. I saw this just this weekend. Let me bring you good folks in here. There we are. There is everybody. Wait, why is that? Hold on. Why is it behind? What the heck is going on here? Hold on, people. 1 second here. Burning question. Who's the best looking commenter on your show? Probably either Amy or Melissa. Probably either or. All right. Okay, now I don't know why it's... Man, that was a little bit far behind. That's strange. Strange for Beer. But we continue, people. We continue. Will not be denied. Not be denied here. From... Whoops. What the heck? Oh, for crying out loud. There we go. One of these days. One of these days, professional show. Bear, I see a skeleton hand. Did you eat someone recently? That would be the postman. That would be... that would be the postman. Gosh dang it. We have not but one weekend in a row. I didn't get to it on Saturday because doing the watch along, but Joker 2 completely just... Sideshow Bob just stepped in the rake and stepped in the rake and stepped in the rake. Completely. One of the biggest weekly declines. Usually we say here, hey, wait till the second weekend and we'll figure out how the movie is done. Joker completely just fell on its face. Completely fell out. Then we have another bomb as well. Another bomb from Variety. And Owen Gleiberman. Gleiberman? Whatever. What did the Apprentice bomb? Why did it? Maybe because the most chilling thing about Donald Trump is off screen. Well, why didn't you show that? You had a clown, movie that made with like $3 million. Take number one, completely just blown away. Everybody, not the Joker. It's another clown movie out there. But there you go. They make a movie called The Apprentice, but it has nothing to do with the show The Apprentice, which is, I don't know, strangely odd, people. I can't wait to see Trump burgers when he goes to work at McDonald's soon. How dare you, Mark? How dare you? I guess you didn't see the Kamala Harris complete faceplant just recently here. So, what was it? DJ Vance, he said something like, they need to replace Harris with Biden. Swap him out real quick. Something along those lines. In May, says the article, after I saw in review how Donald Trump learned to be Donald Trump biopic, The Apprentice. Wow, that's a mouthful. At the Cannes Film Festival, I had dinner with a group of very sharp-minded film... Now, what would happen if he said, I went out to the Cannes Film Festival and had dinner with a bunch of complete morons. I mean, just like, the R word. Can't even say the R word anymore. But a bunch of stupid people. Kamala-level intelligence. No, you gotta build them up. Build them up. Harris had a faceplant. Which time? Day of the week that ends in day. That's true. That's true. No, the Fox interview. They had another bear interview her, and completely just lost it, like in the first question. So if you get a chance, go check that out. But not right now, people. We've got more important things here. Where were we? And we all agreed the movie, if treated with the right marketing savvy, had the potential to make a splash. All these sharp-minded folks, they're brilliant. They're smarter than you and I. A few days later, I woke up from the delusion and realized that it had been a case of festival fever. You got to wear a mask for that. And get your booster shot. It makes you intelligent, apparently. It struck me that since we had been living for 8 years in a state of perpetual Donald Trump overkill, a drama about Trump's salad days. Does he put ketchup on there as well? When he learned how to lie, cheat and steal from the shifty-eyed Roy Cohen, wasn't a movie that was bound to set the world on fire. What? No. No way. You don't say. Ah, man. Who was the audience for it? Well, probably a bunch of cat ladies. Perpetual watchers of Rachel Maddow. What's the black lady's name? The big racist lady. What was her name? I forget her name. It doesn't matter. That's the audience. The View. Probably anti-Trump Democrats. Yeah, no joke. Who don't, they say at this point, need a big screen drama to confirm what they already know. Do they know? Do they know? Would Trump supporters go, no, of course not. They'd boycott it. No, we don't have to boycott it. There's a difference between boycotting and we just didn't go see it. There's nobody out there with picket signs. Down with the Apprentice. Rah, rah, rah. We just didn't go see it. Didn't care, really. Would, quote, the Apprentice draw swing voters and perhaps tilt them into the anti-Trump direction as we want? It's not actually a film, it's propaganda. That sounds like a mirage out of cuckoo land. It's the sort of fantasy that people who make a film like this one tend to fall into, including the sharp-minded folks that this fella had dinner with. Yes, indeed. The Apprentice is a movie that presents itself as incendiary, but as well done as it is, it's closer to the spirit of an old made-for-TV movie. Wow. As the bomb-tossing cultural buzz film. Well, there you go, man. Let's see, it took them 3 paragraphs to actually find out why. It's a bomb-tossing cultural buzz film. It's probably always destined to be a tempest in a teapot. Oh, sure. I'm sure that's what all your smart friends said. But then something took place in connection with it. It was really quite dramatic, people. Quite. After generating its share of cons buzz, the movie couldn't find a distributor. Womp, womp, womp. Nobody wanted to touch it. Gee, I wonder why. The Trump campaign had made legal threats against the film, centering on a scene of sexual assault. Is there any other kind? An accusation that was denied in 2015 by Ivanka Trump. There you go. So put in your movie a claim that a dead woman can't refute. Good job, guys. This created a ripple effect. Yet it wasn't the matter of a potential lawsuit. Back in May and June, the fear had already begun to coalesce that Trump would be the next president. Fingers crossed. Joe Biden kicked him out of the race. Was at this point not even a gleam in the Democrat establishment's eye. Well, what about what's his face? The guy from ER, George Clooney. About George Clooney, did he push them out? Crying out loud. And the distributors were scared of recrimination. What if Trump did become president? What would he do to them? Helicopters! Just tossing them out left and right. It was a deeply chilling phenomenon to behold. I have no great investment in The Apprentice, a movie I liked, but I did love. But after all the BS and fear that I have witnessed in the movie industry, fear of failure, blah, 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 I had never seen anything quite like this. Simply put, people were already thinking and acting as if they were living under an authoritarian regime. They are. It's called the Brandon regime. The Apprentice saga had a happy ending, of course. The film was finally brought by Barclay Entertainment. Man, they made their money. Maverick Company founded on the highly regarded Tom Odenberg. Who? I don't know. He's highly regarded, though. This weekend it opened to 1,740 screens, people. That's a lot. How much did it make? $1.6 million. What's that? Like a couple grand a theater? What if they threw a movie party showcasing the young Donald Trump's transgressions and nobody came? Must be said that Sebastian's song performance as Trump is it's incredibly good, people. It's incredibly good. At times uncanny, they say. He gets the stiff body language, along with the airy charisma of Trump, when he was smooth and suave and handsome enough to be compared to Robert Redford. And if you're one of those people who's fascinated by Roy Cohen, who isn't? Whatever, I don't care. Anyways, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. He's quibbling. He's quibbling, people. Quibbling. The movie did play wide, and it played dumb, because it bombed. It bombed. It bombed. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bomb, 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 bomb. Bombity, bombity, bomb. The Apprentice should tell you something. Yeah, don't make stupid movies that nobody's going to go see. This wasn't simply an anomaly. Right now, it feels like it could be an ominous preview of coming attractions, people. Oh my God, it's all happening. It's all happening. Oh, we're all gonna die. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. A movie about Donald Trump, completely bombed, starring the guy from what is it? The Winter Soldier fella, right? Isn't that who he? Sebastian Stan. Well, good luck, Sebastian. I'm never going to go see another movie that you're ever in, you smug-looking a-hole. Congratulations, sir. You've lost a viewer. Well, you never really had one. I mean, I watched the Winter Soldier thing. That was fine, but other than that, I couldn't tell you another thing you're in other than this Apprentice movie that's completely bombed. Do you think that he would switch places with Joaquin Phoenix right about now? You think maybe they might want to switch places? Say, hey, no, let me be in that bomb. I don't want to be in this bomb. Completely swap it up, people. You never know. Never know, people. All right, well, while I want all of you to contemplate why The Apprentice bombed over the weekend, so you can give Bear just a moment to get ready and get a couple lights going and other stuff, so we can do... That would be a box open, people, right there. Got to open this box here. So 1 second, people. Let Bear do his thing. Talk, people. Talk amongst your shelves. Looking excellent out here. Looking excellent. All right, great lighting. Oh, the sound. I gotta get the sound going. But otherwise, people, we're almost ready here. Of course, same rules apply as last time. We're gonna do this. If you haven't already checked it out, we did a box open of Rambo just the other day. If you want to go check that out, but we did it live. So we're gonna do the normal things that we would do for a box open. So we're gonna do an introduction. We're gonna close it out. But Bear isn't going anywhere. We're still live here. He's got to close it out for the video here. So there we go. Sound, says Amy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. P-Money asks, when half of the country plans to vote for the guy you were mocking, do you think that half of the country wants to go watch it? Do I think it? No. Do they think it? And all the smart people at that stupid dinner? Yes. Yes, of course they do. In fact, they think that you're going to go pay money and give money to the theater and then just walk out. You're going to, oh, gosh, I can't believe it was this bad. So, yeah, yes, they do. And half of the country that doesn't want to vote for him, why would they want to spend 2 hours watching a movie of someone they don't like? In other words, who wants to watch this? That's a great question, Peabody. Nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody likes that smug look on his face there. All right, let me do the thing. Let me get off of that. Let me do the thing. So I've got that working. Yes. Hello, everybody. And let me see. Do I have? Will it work? That does work. Hello, everybody. Ha ha. All right. Well, I can only. Well, I can do two at the same time, but it wouldn't record the right way. So, when you do watch, hopefully, you got to watch twice, people. You got to watch twice. If you do go watch the box open video, we'll have this second camera here. Here we go. We'll just do it. We'll just do it on the top here. I think that'll be better. There we go. Here's that. Here's that. Bear in 3D. Yes, indeed, Amy. Yes, indeed. All right, so there's that. There's that. There's that. Everything's looking good here, people. Let me get this out of the way. Crying out loud. Hey. Professional show. Professional show. So, anyways, if there are stragglers coming in, and they're saying, "Why, Bear? Don't leave! Don't leave!" I'm not leaving. We're doing this for the video. So just let anybody know. Let anybody know. Oh, Bear got his "I voted" sticker. That's right. You voted for yourself. I tried to write it in. We'll do it a couple more times, Amy. We will do it a couple more. Oh, let me check the audio. 1 second. Do that with the thing. 1 second here. All right. Test. Test. All right, good. Popcorn. Amy's ready. Everybody else is ready as well. Except for Bear. Give me 1 second. Bear 1 second here, people, because it's going to be a good box open. All right. Don't get in the way of the camera. All right, do the thing. It is tight. It's a tight fit here, people. All right. At the microphone. Test. Looking good. Sounding good. I think we're about ready, people. All right. You know how it goes. You know how it goes, people. But here we go. Greetings, humans. Greetings and welcome back. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. And today we've got a package in from Shane Davis. So if you want to see what's inside, you gotta stick around. Yes. Grr indeed, Marc. Grr indeed. All right, P-Money, you are our musical interpreter here. So let's figure out if this one's going to be good. All right. Bears box openings. Yes. Yay. Am I doing yay or nay? Yay. P-Money, yay or nay? I am reading the chats. P-Money is not the hottest. I said Amy, possibly Melissa. It's a hard... I don't know if in beauty pageants they have ties, but I would say definitely tied. Definitely tied. 8.5, you didn't land the last note perfectly. Okay. All right, here we go. Bears box openings. Yes, better than 8.5, P-Money. Is it better than 8.5, sir? I'm talking to another microphone that's not even on, but Amy seemed to like the first one. Well, that's why we have an edit here. That's why we don't do it live. Well, we are doing it live, but you get the idea. Improvement. Well, I'll take it. I don't want to be singing all night, P-Money, for crying out loud. That's not what kind of show this is. You think this is some sort of Joker 2 musical? No, man. No, it's a bear opening a box, for crying out loud. All right. Let me grab a drink, though. The first two notes were a little flat, says Peabody. But it got in tune towards the end. Well, that's all that matters, really. Man, I tell you what, a tough crowd out here. Tough crowd legendary singers. What didn't one of the One Direction guys just die? Fell off a balcony or something like that. He wasn't pushed. Not at all. Not at all. But anyways, I was going through the news right before I came on. So-and-so died. I'm like, One Direction? I don't know. Not my direction, that's for sure. All right, anyways. Box open. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And welcome back. Bear appreciates it very much. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for Bear. He would appreciate it oh so very much. Yes, indeed, people. Well, you know what? Bear was out today, foraging through the neighborhood trash cans, when all of a sudden the postman showed up, delivering a package to little Timmy McTimerson. Well, Bear just tore the postman asunder, and I got this box here. So we're going to go ahead and check it out for you good people. Yes, indeed. So we got nice and heavy. Only dropped the one time. Not a whole lot of blood on there. That's good. You'd hate to see blood on your package. Oh, one thing I do like, one thing Bear likes a lot is the branded tape that some of the people put on there. So in this case, 9 Lives Comics. I know Uncle Lee does his own stuff out there. I really like that. I think that's pretty cool. Other than the fact that you're gonna be ripping it apart. So I do like that, and I wish more people would look into that. Pretty interesting. Yes, indeed. All right, well, Bear could open it with his bear claws, but the claws just aren't what they used to be anymore. So he's got the old trusty knife. Excuse me, sir. I need to take this now. It's my knife now, Mr. Postman. Postman tried to stab Bear with the knife. Said, no way, sir. No way, no how. Not this Bear. So not only took his package, but also took his knife as well. There we go. Yes, indeed. Why he carries a kitchen knife, I don't know. No idea whatsoever. All right. Gosh darn tape. Bear's nemesis. For crying out loud. Here we go. There we are. And, of course, from Shane Davis. Now, Bear's saying it correctly. Shane Davis, not shaved anus, as most people like to say. No. Shane Davis. We do it right here, people. We do it right. All right, let's see what we have inside. Great Gemini mailer. Let's see what we got inside, people. What we got inside. We got, look at there, an Axcend. Very cool. That is a thick. That would be the why it's so thick. It's a 2 books there. So we've got Respawn, and of course, Level Up. There you go. Very cool. And we've got the card there. And we've got the art. The art of Shane Davis. There we go. Pretty cool. Roar, he says. Roar. Oh, and a poster on the back. All right. Oh, actually, no, that is a book. That is a... this is the mail-in cover. So this is the mail-in cover, and this is the Shane Davis cover here. So, choices, Bear. Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and open up this one since we got it. Got it right here. There you go. There's that. So there we are. Axcend, Level Up. Signed. Very cool. Thank you, Shane. Thank you so much, sir. Pretty cool. All right, let's get into it. Excuse me, sir. I need this knife back. Need this knife back to get through. The tape, people. Gotta get through this stinking tape. Man, that's some sharp tape. There we go. There we are, people. There we are. There's your knife back. Booyah. Booyah. There's the white backing. Thank you so much, sir. Well, let's put this off to the side for just 1 second. We'll do the main comic first. We got Axcend, Level Up from Shane Davis. And, of course, Yanzi Lin as well. Saver of Bear's Camera. Down at the infamous Tampa Bay Comic-Con. Let's see. Axcend, Level Up. Writers Shane Davis and Yanzi Lin. Penciled by Shane Davis. Inker is Yanzi Lin. Colorist is Jason Wright. Letters by Eric Weathers. Eric letters too much. Proof readers by Mandy Summers and Matthias Rodriguez. Gotta make sure there's plenty of Espanol in there as well. So There you go, people. If Bear recalls correctly, it is a remake of an older comic. If Bear remembers correctly, he might have redone this, but I believe it was a comic that he had already did. Very cool. I like that. I like the different art styles there. Pretty interesting. Kind of like a watercolored, I suppose. I guess he's dreaming maybe, or thinking about something. I know when Bear dreams, it's always in watercolor. Yes, indeed. So, here we go. Oh, that is the end. Sorry, I didn't mean to show the end there, people. It's like halfway through the book, and they've already ended it. But they include some interesting stuff. The different covers, rather, without the colors. Without the colors. Then you get some colors. Fan art. Jeremy Benz is the runner-up. Oh, who won? I gotta find out who won this thing. Axcend art contest winner. That would be, oh gosh, how do you pronounce that? Anthropokapis. I don't know. I'm assuming he is Greek, because it is definitely Greek to Bear. Definitely Greek to Bear. There is the John Malin cover that we have right there. I like how it is. They don't have the lettering on there. I like that. What do they call that? Virgin? The Virgin variant cover. So there you go. It's got plenty of book, and then of course you've got some extras there as well for, I don't know, about 10 pages or so. So there is Axcend Level Up. Shane Davis doing the good stuff there. And he actually had, if Bear remembers correctly, this might be the different artists. I think Kelsey, Shannon was one of the artists, and a couple others were doing a kind of a side quest, I suppose. Yeah, let's see. Artists. Anthony Gonzalez Clark, Monica Bengini, Donald DeLay, and Kelsey Shannon. It's amazing they got the book out on time. Colorist is Jason Wright. Eric Letters Too Much. Mandy Summers and Matthias Rodriguez doing the proof reading. So there we go. There is one artist there. Let's see if we can kind of flip through, see some of the different styles. There we go. A little bit more kind of a cartoony look there. Very cool. And then a little bit more action-oriented sort of art style. And then let's see if we've got something towards the end here. Come on, Bear! Trying to get single pages here. Well, that's about it. Let's see. Come on, Bear. Here we go. Well, I guess it's pretty close. I think this is... Was this Kelsey at the very end here? So this is probably Kelsey's stuff. So there you go. Always with the great coloring, Kelsey. Always with the, except for on the last page there. Always with the great coloring. So pretty cool. And a little bit of sketchbook in the back as well there. Oh, this is from the different artist. Oh, that's interesting. I like how they did that. I like how they did these sketches for the different artists. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I kind of like this. We just recently, we just did the box open for the Rambo book that your boy Zach put out there. There's Kelsey right there. And it also had, gosh, I think maybe 5 or 6 different artists in the entire book. So you'd go a couple pages, and then it would shift over to another artist. And so they did the same thing in this book here as well. So very cool. If you're able to get Axcend Respawn, that's what you're able to get, people. Very cool. Very cool. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a Shane Davis campaign without a great card. Let's see. Here we are. Pretty cool. Oh, and there we go. There's one on the back there as well. Pretty cool. See that? There we are. And then Morn. Morn is this character's name. Roar, he says. Well, Bear says that, but I'll allow it. I will allow it here, people. Yes, indeed. And let's see. Was there another? Oh, the artwork. The artwork. Let me check that out. Yeah, good thing that there was this backing. You can see where it got bent right there. Probably put into the box there, or Bear's claws, one or the other. One or the other. I'd have to get John Malin to sign this. Crying out loud. Needs to buy Bear a drink first, though. Nah. Needs to buy him a drink. And Bear is owed a beer by John Malin. Actually, more than one. Several beers. Several beers. All right, why is this not coming out? Come on. Shake. This is a thick book. That's why it's not coming out. So there we go. Shane Davis, artist Shane Davis. Signed. Thank you, Shane. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm just going to open it up to a random page here. Looks like Superman. Yeah, Superman. There we go. Pretty cool. Very interesting. I guess this is either some of his previous artwork or just some sketches there. That's looked pretty interesting. I don't know if all of these are black and white or not. Oh, goodness. Poor Jonathan Kent. R.I.P. So he's kind of going through the different iterations there. Very cool. Very interesting. So a bunch of different artwork that he has there. So I like it. I do like some of the art books that they put out. So there we go. There's Superman, if you're a fan of Superman there. Pretty cool. Thank you, Shane. And signed as well. And signed. And of course, cannot forget the nemesis, John Malin out there. John Malin. There you go. So there we go, people. What a great collection here. I mean, I'm sorry about the postman and his family and everything, but wow, what a great setup here for you good people. Got Axcend right here. The extra add-on book as well. The art of Shane Davis, and of course, got another cover from John Malin out there. I kind of like Shane's a little bit better. It's got a little bit. It's a little bit more dynamic, I think. This is not bad, but seems very static. Seems very static, and I don't know what's going on with her belly button there. What's going on there? But we'll leave that aside for another time, people. Yes, indeed. Well, speaking of belly buttons, you know what? Bear is getting a little bit hungry. So I want to thank everybody out there for watching the video here. But you know what? Bear's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrr. A grr. A grr, people. A grr. A grr. And holy cow, look at all the chats. Look at all the chats here. Tampa does hockey, Amy. Oh my goodness. Right here in the fields. Right here in the fields, man. Belly buttons now make Bear hungry. Yeah, that wasn't a good ending. You can tell there's no script. You can tell there's no script that Bear follows. Why am I talking into the microphone that is not working? There we go. There. Now, yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, a bad outro there. I was just trying to come up with something that would make Bear hungry and belly buttons. I guess. I don't know, man. We sometimes you hit it out of the park, and sometimes you just get knocked on the head and dragged out of the park. It's some easy come, easy go here, people. Let me bring you good folks back in here. Here we are. Let's see. Grr, says Marc. Grr, indeed. All right, I'm scrolling. Holy cow. Holy macaroni. All right, let's see. Marc is trying to help Bear out with his singing. Now that I want to see a bear doing the Joker down the stairs dance. Oh, boy. Musical episode. Amy wants a musical episode. Careful what you wish for, Amy. Careful. Comics Bear sings Defying Gravity. Well, I would say any bear singing would be violations of physics somehow. Justice for Postman's hand. No way, man. I got this one fair and square. Fair and square. Bear stole the hand from the McTimberson's Halloween decorations. Amy, would you believe that people are already putting up Christmas decorations? Craziness. Has Timmy McTimberson come back from beyond the grave to take revenge? I hope he's not dead. I need some more books. Need some more books here. 4 out of 10 needs more tape. Gosh, dang it. We'll just get that reattached. It'll be fine. It'll buff out. The trading card, the item nobody knows what to do with. Yeah, I know. I have no idea. I got plenty of cards if anybody wants to trade Bear some money. Or salmon. Either or. I see Bear with his Tampa Bay Lightning puck. Right here, man. Right here. And champions as well. Stanley Cup champions. And I'm going to ignore the fact that Tampa Bay beat the living pants off of Vancouver yesterday. Yeah, I know they even had to take away a goal. Oh, poor Mikey Asimov. Crying out loud. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it was a good game. Thank you, Peabody. Thank you so much for reminding Bear of the great win. And Kucherov getting a hat trick on the first game. Very cool. Watch out, though. We're coming after Ontario. Coming up in a couple days. First, Bear spoils the ending. Then Bear lies about heading back to the woods. I hope I did not know that was the ending, I swear. I just like going through I thought it was like towards the middle of the book. And I'm like, okay, let's check some stuff out. And all of a sudden, it's the end of the book. And, oh, crap. I had no idea. It wasn't bad coloring on the last page. It was no coloring. That's true, Amy. That's true. Don't argue, Amy. I say if you don't get snow on a regular basis, you don't get a hockey team. How dare you? How dare. I guess that's why they took it away from Arizona. Does Vancouver have a surfing competition? I don't know. Oops, hold on. Interesting seeing Shane Davis doing the Earth 1 Superman. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that. I don't understand what you say half of the time, P-Money, but I'll just nod and go along. I think it has something to do with, like, the multiverse. Other than that, I don't know, man. I don't know. Belly, yeah, okay, I already read that. Let's see. Thank you, Amy. Belly is like your stomach, and your stomach gets hungry. That's true. P-Money is like normal people. He leaves his Christmas decorations up all year long. We have one person in our neighborhood who never took down his Halloween skeleton from last year. It might not be a Halloween skeleton. It might just be an actual skeleton. Gotta watch out for them. One person's house is Halloween Town. One person's is a Christmas Town. Oh, interesting. One person can perpetually have New Year's globe and New Year's party. There you go. Or, like Mardi Gras. You could do Mardi Gras or Easter. I mean, I don't know if you'd want to have your eggs out there in the summer in your yard, but yeah, you can do Juneteenth all year round. 4th of July all year round. I saw a really funny one the other day. It was a cartoon of a guy looking into the car mirror. The car mirrors where they have things are closer than they appear. The little thing that they have down there, and it was Mariah Carey with whatever Christmas song that she had, and she was running beatnik speed towards the car, closer than they appear. Oh my God, not Mariah Carey, not again, not again. Yet the Mardi Gras house would be lit, definitely lit. I'll take the Thanksgiving year round. Not sure that turkeys would like that. I know. That would definitely be very, very interesting here. Very interesting. All right, Bear needs to shut a couple things down here. But while he does, P-Money, Bear needs a little bit of help with his Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. Bear's got a little bit of an issue with that. So I want you to take a look at this and see if you notice something that's a little bit odd with our friends over in Louisville. They had this from the BBC, the BBC Weather Service, and it's a little bit warm. So I want to just make sure with the Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion out here if this is correct or not. If this is correct, so I'll let you people take a gander while Bear need to close a couple things up here. 1 second. Talk amongst your shells. There we go. All right. Let me test this. Gosh darn it. La. La 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 la. La la. Let's see. 24 degrees Celsius is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, what about the 399 degrees? How much is that in Fahrenheit? Not really too sure about that. And then look at the several day forecast. Let's see, what is it? It's going to be a 356, 395. It's going to be a little warm out there. Little warm. Of course, London wasn't faring too much better. Not too much. This would be from the Register. And Brandon Villagelo, something along those lines. The BBC, the Babe, weather glitch shows 13,000 mile per hour winds in London, 404 degrees centigrade in Nottingham. Those who rely on the BBC weather's online forecast to plan their day would be forgiven. They woke up this morning and thought the world was ending. But those 13,508 mile an hour winds in London and 404 degrees Celsius lows forecasted for Nottingham tomorrow, would you believe are an obvious error? Visit the BBC online or in-app weather forecast of writing, and you'll see some startling data being forecast across the globe. Hurricane force winds appear to be battering cities everywhere, including this vulture's home in the U.S., where they're forecasted to routinely exceed 10,000 miles per hour today as far into the future as next Wednesday. Well, that's today. Holy cow. Where is that at? I don't see the wind. Where's the wind on there? Is that at the bottom? I can't tell. I can't tell. In cities where winds aren't 100 times stronger than Hurricane Milton, which recently passed over Florida, the forecasted lows are reaching nearly as high as the surface of Mercury. Highs, mysteriously, are still appropriate. For those curious, the fastest ever recorded wind on Earth was captured in 1996 at Barrow Island off Australia. That gust a blistering 253 miles an hour, puts in perspective just how darn fast and destructive a 10,000 mile an hour gust would be, much less sustained for a couple days. Quote, oops, don't be alarmed by some of our BBC weather app data from this morning, they say from the BBC. Be assured there won't be 14,408 mile an hour winds, hurricane force winds, or overnight temperatures of 404 degrees Celsius. That might be just a little bit warm. Just a little bit warm. Anyways, it goes on. We're aware. Yada, yada, yada. 400 degrees Celsius, says Peabody. It's about 750 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, definitely be able to cook a pizza. That's for sure. Definitely be able to cook a pizza. You can sear a steak, cook a steak within like a minute or two. In other words, 400 degrees Celsius is death. Is death. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Oh my gosh, yes, maybe move out for a while ahead of 10,000 mile per hour winds and 750 degree day. Yeah, it might be a little hot, especially if that's the low. Holy cow. If your body temperature reaches about 110 degrees, you're gonna die. I'm assuming in God's Fahrenheit and not Celsius. I'm assuming 110 degrees Celsius. Yeah, you're definitely gonna die. You definitely are not going to be with us for very long. Might be boiling, some say. Might be boiling out there. Yes, indeed. Anyways, from the Register, people. From the Register. Oops, not that. Gosh, dang it, beer, one of these days. Professional show. From San Francisco Gate and Stephen Council. They say people are fleeing 23andMe. It's trickier than they realize. More tricky. It should be trickier. Trick or treatier. I'm not even gonna try, people. Not even gonna try. Once a super popular tool for people wanting to research their ancestry, genetic testing company 23andMe is floundering like a fish. With copious losses and rock-bottom stock price, the heat on the South San Francisco company intensified in September when CEO Annie Wojciak wrote in federal financing that she'd be open to takeovers. Customers are worried that their extremely personal data could end up as a bargaining chip in this great business transaction. By the way, Annie Wojciak, Wojcinski, whatever the hell, sister of a former YouTube lady. What was her name? Oh God, it's in the article here. What was her name again? One second. Susan Wojciak, the CEO of CEO, recently deceased. R.I.P. R.I.P. Man. Anyways, they are going to take all of the DNA data that people have been giving over the years to find out ancestry and all that stuff. That is up for the highest of bidders out there. Yes, indeed, people. Yes, indeed. Remains financially precarious. Company had a massive data breach in October. The CEO's plan to take it private is far from settled. Now some prominent privacy advocates are encouraging customers to pull their data from the website. But it's not that easy. Can you actually delete your 23andMe data? When you press delete on 23andMe account and data, it will vanish from the site. But a clause in the privacy statement and 23andMe's adherence to laboratory rules mean that your genetic background is still there, somewhere, out there, in the records, people. So hopefully you are able to get your email with the big pink button, permanently delete all your records, and they will terminate your relationship with 23andMe and eventually delete your account and personal information. So there you go, people. Hopefully nobody got caught up in all of that. There she is right there. Nobody's caught up. Once something is in the network, it's hard as anything to get it permanently gone. Yeah, and that's kind of the worry, is people gave all their genetic data to this company, and who knows? Who knows who's going to get it after the fact? The Chinese? The Iranians? I mean, the Democrats? Who knows? It's a whole evil layer of villains out there that could be rummaging through your DNA data if you went with 23andMe. 23 and me. It ain't 23 and you anymore. It's 23 and a whole bunch of other people. It's all being sold. All being sold. Yeah, there you go. For One Direction. One Direction. Oops. Gosh dang it. Yeah, that fell. No, I don't. No, for crap. Stop. There we go. I had the Java turned on, and all of a sudden I get all the pop-ups. It's going to follow me forever, people. I click on the One Direction fella, and now I'm going to get emails about One Direction. And don't you want to go see the One Direction reunion concert? It's like, no, the guy died. No, I don't even want to go see it anyways. So, anyways. For crying out loud. Anywho, people, moving on. Fox News. Andrea Margolis. Archaeologists, people, have uncovered the world's oldest Christian church in Armenia. In Armenia, people, if you can believe it, people. If you can believe it. There it is. Archaeologists recently uncovered what they believe to be one of the oldest Christian churches in the world. University of Munster. They get some good cheese, by the way. Announced the discovery of the 4th century church in a press release on October 11th. The school, which is located in Germany, teamed up with archaeologists from the National Academy of Sciences in Armenia to find the ancient ruins. The remains of the ancient Christian building were found at the Artaxia site in the Ararat Plain. Excavators have been digging there since 2018, but didn't find the remains until recently. The finds consist of an octagonal building with cruciform extensions. The team excavated parts of the church and studied it using geophysical methods. Is there any other kind? Typologically, the find corresponds to early Christian memorial buildings. The press release continued. In the cross-shaped extensions, the researchers discovered the remains of wooden platforms, which were radiocarbon dated to the mid-4th century A.D. The oldest Christian churches' buildings date back to the 3rd and 4th centuries. Octagonal church at Artaxia had a floor made of mortar and terracotta tiles and measured around 100 feet in diameter. Pretty cool. There were also some fragments of marble imported from the Mediterranean, which indicates the church was lavishly decorated, they say. 4th century building is the oldest archaeological documented church in the country. Sensational evidence for early Christianity in Armenia. University of Munster professor, I can't even pronounce it, said in a statement. The finding is fitting in Armenia, which the university says was the first Christian state ever established. I did not know that. According to the legend, Gregory the Illuminator, what a great name, converted the Armenian king Trides III to Christianity in Artaxia in 301 AD, making Armenia the first Christian state in the world. Wow. Medieval monastery of Kor Virap. Try saying that 3 times fast. Just a stone's throw from the now discovered church is a reminder of this tradition. Artaxia serves as the capital of the Kingdom of Armenia, ruled by the Artaxia and Arcadian dynasties, the press release added. The city developed an important metropolis in the Hellenistic period and was the capital of the Kingdom of Armenia for almost 6 centuries. Till the Turks came in and murdered everybody and made them leave. Supposedly. Supposedly, people. So there you go, people. There is your archaeological discovery of the day, people. Of the day. Wow, says Melissa. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. You don't want that One Direction song stuck in your head. Oh, no, you don't know you're beautiful. What? I don't know. You don't want that One Direction song stuck in your head. Let's try it. Let's try it here. Let me take a drink. Oh, you don't know that you're beautiful. Ooh. I don't know. Is it like a boy band or is it? I help Bear out. One Direction. I have no idea. I've not followed any direction, much less One Direction. Are they a boy band? I have no idea. I clicked on the one thing, surrounded by pop-ups. It's just gonna follow Bear forever and ever, like a DNA test at 23andme.com. It will never, ever go away. Wonder if that church is looking for a new pastor to do Sunday sermons. Well, there you go, P-Money. That could be something for you if you know any Armenian. Do the Armenians speak Armenian? One would suppose they do. One would suppose that they do. All right, people. All right, let me quickly go over to the campaigns here. Real quick. Go check out Gary Shipman. Please go buy his book. Great stuff there. Cyberfrog, still on there. Actually, he did pretty good. What was it? 772 or 774? I think last time we checked. So, doing good. It's ending at some point here. So get it before it's gone, people. And of course, Godlike. It's on its second 30-day campaign. Bear doesn't like some of the people that, it's the end of the campaign. And they go in demand. And it's like, well, you didn't need to get it right away. Quit trying to force people into thinking that you're never going to be able to get the book when it goes in demand. John Malin, he does it for 60 days, divides it into two. So he has the first 30 days, those end, and then this is the last 30 days for Godlike Romulus Saga version 2. Oh, good God, man. Why? Get a writer, please. Somebody help out John Malin and get him a writer, please. Somebody. Yeah. Well, speaking of long lost items that are only recently rediscovered, that would be from our good friend out here, Mike Miller, and Lonestar, Mind of the Monster. He's still trying for joy. Still trying for Eoi. Eoi! He's trying, people. He's trying so hard. Hey, guys. Sorry for the lack of updates. Mike, it's been, I don't know. What has it been? 2? Going on maybe, 3 years now? 3 years for simple comic book campaign. People that, aren't doing, the best financially. They're able to get out their books. Relative easy amount of time. I'm trying to get everything done by the end of the year. EOY. It's no joy, that's for sure. But it's probably going to take everything going perfect. He's trying, but everybody else has got to be perfect. And I've learned that things rarely do. So just to let you know, I'm still trying, says Mike. I'd love to get this in your hands by Christmas. Yeah, Christmas 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, one of those. Fingers crossed. Pray for perfection. Pray for Mike. Won't you pray for Mike out there that he can finally get Lonestar out into people's hands for the end of the year. Hopefully by Christmas. 3 years or right? About 3. I want to say he started this in 22. Might have been 21. I forget. Honestly, Marc, I forget. Like a long lost church in Armenia gets covered over by the sands of time, and you forget it even existed. Every once in a while, the wind blows away. It's like, oh yeah, it's still there. Oh yeah, about that, yeah. Mike, all you got to do is just let people, hey, week number 147. Today I talked with the printer and, we talked about life and family and friends and all this other stuff. And they says, well, maybe by Christmas we'll think about maybe possibly getting your book out. And that's all you got to do. That's all you got to, my 12th colorist just mysteriously died, so we have to find another colorist. that it just let people, just let them know. Just let them know, Mike. Crying out loud, lack of updates. Ay, ay, ay. He just said bye Christmas. He didn't say which Christmas. I know. The loophole. Yes, indeed. Well, listen, I want you to take a look at that one first. Okay? Take a look at that first. And then compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. With all awesome Aaron out here. Ron Lopresti. Kit Carter Planet Doom hardcovers. He says, hey, everyone. Hey. Let's get to it, he says. After getting into the hardcover copies of Kit Carter Planet Doom, we started discovering a lot of bindery issues. Tears, creases, holes, etc. And as we opened more and more boxes, we discovered that almost every book was damaged due to a broken stitching needle. I hate that. Only 24 copies of the 750 were cleaned. Wow, 24. That's got to be a collector's item now. Those have been shipped out to customers. We've gone back to print with a quick turnaround promised by the printer, meaning the new books should be shipped to me next week. In the meantime, we will continue to ship out the soft cover orders, and unfortunately, those of you who ordered the hardcovers will be moved to the back of the line. Overall, this will not affect the shipment completion time, but it will definitely create a definite order of who will get their books last. So if you ordered a hardcover, I've got some bad news for you. As you can imagine, I am furious, and you would not want to see a furious Aaron Lopresti. But these things happen more often than you might realize. They just become more visible with small publishers like us. Again, I am incredibly sorry about this, and I appreciate your continued patience, but I'm sure you will be happy with the final product. So there you again, compare and contrast. You had somebody that had a definite printing issue. He had books in hand. He could have shipped them out. He could have said, Mama Lopresti, let's just send them out. But he says, no, I'm not going to do that to my customers. I'm going to send them back to the printer, and we're going to get those books fixed. We're going to get them reprinted. Even though it's bad news, I got to let everybody know. I'm sorry, you hardcover backers. Probably spent a good penny on the hardcovers. You're going to be getting yours last. I'm sorry. That's just the way it works out. I'm incredibly sorry. He is furious. Yada, yada, yada. Compare that to, I got an update, maybe, hopefully, Christmas. Goodbye. So that's why Bear likes to see, Aaron always does an excellent job. Graham Nolan as well. Updating people who have purchased their books out there, or back their books, I should say. So just, if you're an artist out there, if you're out there doing the work out there, just let your backers know. It might be bad news, but you know what? Bad news is better than trying to sweep it under the rug and not tell anybody. And then, people might find out later, and then you're really in a pickle. So, just let people know. Keep a monthly or a bi-monthly, if you don't even have much to talk about, once every couple months. Hey, just checking in. Here's what's going on. We're on page so-and-so. We had an issue with the letterers. We got to find somebody else. Da-da-da-da-da. Just let people know. Let people know, and you'll be A-okay, man. Good on Ron. Thank you, Marc. Good for him. Good for him. Let's see. Let me go back here. I came to the conclusion that I'm not backing anything for a while, says Marc. Holy moly. Holy cow, he's not going to be backing anything. Ay. That is some definite thing. I've been burned a few too many times. Bear, listen, you've seen the amount of books that Bear's opened and reviewed. So, plenty of width of Comicsgate out there to choose from. I would say, gosh, maybe a handful, clawful. of books out there have been kind of really late, haven't arrived, or I really can't say that I've gotten a book that was, well, other than Godlike. I really can't say a book that I've gotten that was just really bad. And Godlike was just poorly written. It wasn't a bad, looking book. It was just horribly written. Horribly written. Let's see. I hear you, Mark. I'm a lot more selective in what I pick. I find Gary Shipman one of the best at trying to get his books out. Yes, that is true. That is true. I've told Gary that too. You're producing at like a quadruple the pace of most other creators are. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Still blows my mind that I ordered some books in 2018 that I never got. Hello, Sovereign. Hello, Sovereign. One was a little flaky. The other one I wasn't expecting. You'll love Godlike. No, I don't. I do not love it all. Looks good, John. If you're listening, hello. But just put out an art version of that. Just put out, the line art or something like that. I'm sure that would go over okay, but like you have like your coloring books. Maybe you could put out like an art book and have like the word bubbles in there, but let the fans just fill it in. Just let the fans create their own story, kind of like an ad lib comic book out there. I'm willing to bet that majority of Comicsgate could come out with a better story for Godlike than poor John Malin. I tell you, man. Ay. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. I wasn't even looking at the chat. I was not looking. We are on the same wavelength out here, Bear and Mark. And when you're on the same wavelength as a bear, you're probably pretty hungry for fish and or honey. Or honey glazed semen. Honey glazed. There we are. I was just about to type that. I know. And you're like 7 seconds behind anyways. So, very cool. Very cool. On the same wavelength. Same wavelength. I'm trying to remember if I ever got Shinobi Sasquatch. I don't think that's ever come out. I know I got the Monster MD. Oh, okay, with the Sasquatch book added. I don't think I got Shinobi Sasquatch. Oh, wow. Yeah, Monster MD came out a while ago. Quite a while ago. Need to take my fish out of the freezer, says Mark. Thank you for reminding him. There you go. It was suspended. I didn't know that. Well, P-Money, hopefully, when they suspend it, do they give you your money back? Or is that just like, well, you're a sucker at this point. One of the books that Bear just wasn't a big fan of was Brand. Of course, Bear was dumb enough to go in and order Brand 2. And that's... We'll see if that ever comes out. Sovereign, that's another one. I've just kind of written off. I don't even think Huerta's still alive at this point. I think last we saw Proof of Life was like 6 months to a year ago. It's been a while. I'm of the thought that the money is gone. Gone. I think I got as much money back from Sasquatch as I did Detective Dead. Now, apparently, Detective Dead is still in development. There was an interesting thing, a couple weeks back on EVS's show. He, very long story. I'm going to try and shorten it up. Ethan is trying to keep, I suppose, the copyright for Comicsgate. What's his name? Peggy Poulter out there. He tried to claim copyright over Comicsgate and was going to make it sort of as a parody of everybody in Comicsgate or something like that. Ethan was able to take it over because, Critias out there had actually already copyrighted it way back when. So he ended up giving it to EVS. So long story short, they were in a, I I believe it was a deposition. I don't think they've went to court just yet. So while he was in deposition, apparently he was shown some of the pages from Detective Dead. So apparently Detective Dead is still being worked on. I don't know if that's going to ever be released, but it's still apparently being worked on under penalty of perjury. Under penalty of perjury out there. So Critias apparently is still working on it. I bet you all the money is gone. All that money is gone, but it is apparently still being worked on. Vimri just pops in to say, you still believe that guy, Critias? Them always on. He is just right on the money here. Right on. Peggy Poulter, you have to have been around Comicsgate a while to get that. Bear's the one that I don't know if anybody has. I came up with that. I came because of the whole pegging situation. So I don't. Is that a thing? Did he was he actually called? I had no idea. I had no. As people taking Bear's reference here, I didn't get any money for it. But yeah, there you go. I will say this. I will say this about, what's his name? Preston? Something like that. He did, obviously it was biased. Obviously it was biased. But I thought that he had a really interesting, this day or this week in Comicsgate, where, if you don't have time to spend, 35 hours watching live streams, he was able to take, certain segments and break it up and kind of, okay, this is what happened this week in Comicsgate. Obviously, in a negative connotation, but I did appreciate that. I did appreciate those videos. Of course, he's a nut job, completely nuts, but I credit where credit is due. Credit where it is due. Comicsgate is now a double trademark, says VM. Okay. Comicsgate is Preston Poulter. Comicsgate Comics is EVS. I did not know that. Thank you, VM. Thank you. Okay. So that's why I don't have it here. Black Riding Hood. I guess that was Comicsgate Comics. Okay. Okay, interesting. Because I thought that they were battling over, Comicsgate TM. Okay. So I guess the only differentiation is the space, and one's labeled Comicsgate Comics and the other one's just Comicsgate. Interesting. All right. That is because Critias abandoned the process before it was ended. Yeah, that sounds like Critias, all right. That sounds like it. Okay, all right. Bear must have misheard, but VM is Johnny on the spot here. Hold on, VM. This is definitely pin-worthy. So there you go. Thank you, VM. Thank you so much, sir. And or madam. So can I trademark Gate Comics then? Well, I'm going to go do Gate Comics. B-Money, so you better watch out. Better watch out for the litigious nature of Bear. Litigious nature of Bear. Well, we have had some burning questions answered right here on this show, people. Holy cow. I mean, you might not have known that coming in, but Bear might not be the one answering those questions, but we do have people in the chat that will do it. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, VM. Appreciate it. Yes, indeed. If you haven't, we enjoyed the heck out of it the last time. That would be the Goldfinger Watch-Along. Really fun stuff. Anything, if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Just go to the very end where, Bear is like 3 martinis deep into the movie there. You tell him, James Bond. Oh, boy, that was a fun show. That was definitely a fun show. So do go check that out. Also, if you haven't checked out the archive channel, go check that out. It is in the description below, along with all of the comics that you can go check out, people. Not all of them, just some of the ones that Bear kind of highlights out there, people. Kind of highlights. Well, I tell you what, people. I tell you what, all this talk about honey-coated salmon and belly buttons has made bear hungry. Oh, let me thank everybody first. Marc, P Money, of course, VM for the news there. Amy and Melissa. Let's see. Anybody else? Russian bots and lurkers. Lurkers extraordinaire. If I'm missing anybody, Bear apologizes. But you know what? All this talk, yada, yada, yada. Bear hungry, heading back into the woods. So until next time, people. Grrr. A grr. Night, everybody.